Hey, this is Charlie from femaleorgasmsmastery.com. Today I'm going to give you the best sexual tip you will ever hear in your life. You must watch this video. Alright, yes, I'm going to give you the best sexual tip you've ever heard in your life. And it's not about the technique, it's not about how to give a woman this incredible orgasm, it's nothing like that. Because the best sexual tip you will ever hear is that you must enhance your sexual energy. Yes. And what does that mean? What is sexual energy? Sexual energy has to do with the way you show up to the world in terms of sex. This is the best tip you will ever hear. I got asked this question by Jonathan. Jonathan has this question. Hey Charlie, I know all the techniques, I know how to give oral sex, I know how to give a G-spot orgasm, I know how to give squirting orgasms. I've learned all the things, all the techniques, how to set up a place to have great sex. The problem is that I don't have anybody to give sex, to have sex. I have problems having a woman want to have sex with me, and I know I can give them incredible orgasms. The thing missing here is your sexual energy. And before the techniques and before everything else, you must portray yourself as a sexual person. And that doesn't mean that you have to be like other people. You have to portray your own sexual energy, the way you want to express yourself sexually. But you must do that. You probably have seen people on the street, maybe met people, woman, if you're a woman, man, and if you're a man, you've met a woman, that you see them, just see them, you don't even have to talk to them, and they have a great sexual energy. You feel attracted, you feel sexual attraction to those people automatically, just by seeing them, just by watching them, just the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they smile. And this is what I'm talking about, sexual energy, is what you actually portray to the world, the way you show up in terms of sex to the world. You see, this is what actually makes us be attracted to someone, more than just having the perfect body, which it's okay. I mean, there's not a perfect body. I've seen women who were not the most beautiful woman I've seen, and they actually were so attracted sexually, just the way they looked, just the way they smile, the way they look at you with her eyes, the way you look at people, the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you sit down, the way you actually initiate a conversation. These things have to do with sexual energy, and you can say, well, yeah, but beautiful people have it. No. It doesn't have anything to do with beauty. Anything. Any person can have sexual energy. I've met thicker women who were so sexual, and they were not the perfect 90-60-90 perfect body, supposedly. They were just the way they talk, the way they smile, the way they dressed. Everything has to do with your sexuality. Not just the way you actually know exactly where to touch, which is, of course, what comes afterwards. But before, you need to have someone to have sex with. And if you don't portray that sexuality, you don't portray that sexual energy, you don't expand that sexual energy, the one that you have, it has to come out of you. You don't have to imitate people. You just let it come out. That's when you start, and actually it's going to give you a lot of confidence, which is the second thing that you need to have. I mean, confidence is much more important than anything else in sex. So when you portray that sexuality, when you have that confidence, when people look at you and say, wow, I'm attracted to that person sexually, that's when you are actually doing it correctly. And not everybody's going to be, you're not going to be liked by everybody. We all have our tastes and our preferences and whatever, but you will have a lot of options, you will have a lot of opportunities to actually meet someone and have sex with someone. And also, if you're as a couple is also, you need to have that as a couple as well. Even if you're with a person for 5 years, you need to keep doing that, to keep portraying that sexuality, to keep maintaining that spark in the sex, because if not, this is when couples go down. So this is very important. How do you do that? How do I take out my sexuality? Well, that's something that you have to find out yourself. And has to do a lot with the self-esteem, with your body and so on, accepting yourself as you are, knowing that what you have is what you have, and you can make it better. Of course, if you're a bit fat or you feel like well, then start doing something about it. Because you see, if you feel that you're fat, if you feel that you're not good enough, you will not portray that confidence. It's impossible. If you don't feel that inside yourself, you're not going to portray that. It doesn't go like that. If you're sad, you're not going to portray happiness. It's impossible. So our emotions have a lot to do with that. If you want to portray confidence and sexuality, you need to accept yourself. If you don't like the way your body is, work out a little bit and make yourself fitter and feel better about it, and you're going to portray that to the people. You're going to show it off. And that's the way it works. And you have to find your way. I cannot tell you, hey, do this and you will be fine, because maybe that's not you. Maybe the way you dress. You have to dress the way you feel good and comfortable and sexy. That's the way you have to dress. And maybe that is whatever type of clothes, and someone else is a different type of clothes. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody, but find your sexual you. Find your sexual you, the way you feel sexually confident, sexually good, and that you can actually, you feel that you're expanding that energy outside, that people can feel that. And this is the best tip I can give you. Honestly, you may think, well, Charlie, I was expecting something else. Okay, I can understand that, but it's something that really will help you become sexually better, and you will have better sex because you will feel confident in yourself. And the techniques are easy to learn. That's easy. This is a lot more difficult actually, because it has to do with you, with your self-esteem, with the way you, your emotions, the way you are, the way you know, the way you grow, the way you evolve as a person. Okay, so that's my tip for you. I hope that it helps you, and that you can actually start showing off your sexuality and having more sex and expanding your sexual life. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, get more videos like this every week. Visit my website down here. You have a lot of information about sexuality, about sex courses, about how to become a better lover. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.